Chapter 1. Introduction to INFPs. INFPs are often characterized as being idealistic, empathic, and inventive, with a strong sense of purpose and a genuine care for others. They are inspired to make a difference in their communities and in the lives of others because they have strong core values. They have a natural interest in people. INFPs, despite their idealistic nature, may be highly sensitive and may struggle with disagreement and criticism. They like to avoid conflict and preserve peaceful relationships with others, which might make it difficult for them to stand up for themselves. When they are enthusiastic about something, they can be quite tenacious and are often effective in bringing about change via their influence and persuasive powers. INFPs are creative people with a rich inner world and strong imagination. They like expressing themselves via writing, singing, or other kinds of self-expression. They are also often attracted to occupations that enable them to make a positive influence in people's lives, such as counseling, social work, or teaching. INFPs are often nonconformists who may feel uncomfortable in conventional or conservative situations. Despite this, they are not scared to be themselves and are at ease with their own ideas. INFPs cherish intimate and meaningful relationships with others and may feel particularly drawn to individuals who share their beliefs and hobbies. INFPs' idealism may lead to disappointment when reality fails to live up to their ideals. INFPs appreciate intimate, lasting ties and relationships and are often supportive and caring partners. They may struggle with disagreement and establishing boundaries, but they may also create meaningful, supportive bonds with others who share their beliefs and interests. INFP traits. INFPs are introverts who thrive on alone time and find social interactions tiring. They are, nonetheless, incredibly sympathetic and caring, with a great desire to help others. This may lead to them forming strong, meaningful relationships with a few chosen people. INFPs are intuitive, which means they make choices based on their intuition and gut emotions. They are also very creative, with a vivid inner world that they utilize for inspiration and direction. INFPs base their choices on their values and emotions, not on logic or facts. This may make them very sensitive to other people's emotions. INFPs are perceivers, which means they want to leave their choices open and are open to change and ambiguity. They are very adaptive and flexible, with a free-spirited, go-with-the-flow attitude. However, since they are always exploring new ideas and alternatives, they may find it difficult to commit to a course of action. INFPs have a strong moral compass. This might cause them to be idealistic, and they may seek to make the world a better place, even if it means going against the status quo. They often bring fresh ideas and views to the table and may be helpful in finding innovative solutions to challenges. INFPs are prone to stress and burnout if they take on too much responsibility. They may struggle with assertiveness and establishing boundaries, as well as saying no to others when asked for assistance. As a result, they may overburden themselves and overlook their own needs and well-being. INFPs are faithful and helpful partners who are highly devoted to making their relationships successful. They place a high priority on open and honest communication, as well as a great need for profound emotional connection and intimacy. INFPs may flourish in creative fields as painters, authors, or designers. They may also succeed in professions like as social work or counseling, where their empathic nature may be used to support and help others. They may suffer in environments that are highly organized, and they may struggle to adhere to stringent rules and regulations. INFPs are often energetic and passionate, and they have the ability to inspire and urge others to join them in their endeavors. Why understanding your personality type is important. Recognizing the distinct characteristics of the INFP personality type may help people to identify their own strengths and shortcomings, allowing them to make more informed choices regarding their professions, relationships, and personal development. Knowing the characteristics of an INFP may also help people in developing more rewarding relationships with others. INFPs, for example, are often sensitive to the needs and emotions of others around them, making them ideal friends and companions. They may, however, be prone to confrontation if they believe their values or views are being questioned. Understanding the INFP personality type might help people better anticipate and handle these problems. Understanding the INFP personality type may be beneficial in professional settings. INFPs, for example, flourish in occupations that enable them to make a difference, such as social work or teaching. Knowing your personality type can lead to increased self-awareness. Understanding your personality type may lead to improved interpersonal communication. People may approach interactions with more empathy and understanding when they are aware of other people's personality types. For example, an INFP who recognizes that they are more sensitive and emotional may approach a discussion with someone who is more rational and straightforward in a more productive and courteous manner. Chapter 2. INFP Values and Beliefs. Individuality and self-expression are important to INFPs. They feel that everyone has unique qualities and abilities that should be cultivated and developed. They are non-judgmental and welcoming of others, regardless of their views or lifestyle. They believe in equality and justice, and they often support the underdog. INFPs respect authenticity as well, and aim to live their life according to their actual values and beliefs. They abhor superficiality and are often uneasy in situations where they suspect others are attempting to manipulate or mislead them. They are known for having a strong sense of integrity and are often trusted by others due to their honesty and integrity. INFPs have a strong sense of purpose and are often motivated by a desire to make a good difference in the world. They have a strong connection to their inner values and ideas, and they often know what is actually essential to them. This helps them to stay focused and committed to their goals in the face of hardships or setbacks. INFPs are also very imaginative and creative, and they feel that their ideas and ideals have the capacity to affect good change. They are often motivated by beauty and harmony, and they see the world as an opportunity for development and betterment. They often find pleasure in putting their ideas into action. INFPs desire genuine relationships. They want deep, real relationships with people and are often very sensitive to other people's feelings and needs. They are devoted and supportive friends who will frequently go to great lengths to help people they care about. INFPs often struggle with decision-making and can be excessively quiet or indecisive at times. They may also have difficulty standing up for themselves or expressing their thoughts in contentious situations. They may also quickly get disappointed or burn out if they believe their efforts are having no good effect or if they meet resistance or criticism. INFP motivations and drive. INFPs are motivated by a desire to have a meaningful and satisfying life. They want to know who they are and how they can utilize their unique skills and talents to make a difference in the world. They are often driven by a strong sense of idealism. One of the most powerful motivators for INFPs is the need for personal development and self-expression. INFPs are motivated to build meaningful relationships. They are compelled to connect on a deep and intimate level with people, and they appreciate sincerity and honesty in their relationships. INFPs are driven to serve others and often choose occupations or hobbies that enable them to make a positive influence in people's lives. They are motivated by a desire to provide a loving and supporting environment for people around them. INFPs are also driven by the need to express themselves creatively. They have a vibrant imagination and a great drive to learn new things. This need to express oneself artistically is often what drives their interest in writing, painting, music, or any other kind of creative expression. They feel that being creative is a means of bringing pleasure and beauty into the world. INFPs have a strong drive towards morals and ethics. They are compelled to act in line with their values because they are directed by a deep inner sense of what is right and wrong. INFPs are generally driven to occupations or causes that correspond with their values, and they are eager to fight for what they believe in, even if it means deviating from the norm. INFPs have a strong sense of empathy, which motivates them to help others and make a good difference in their life. INFPs are driven by a feeling of adventure and discovery, in addition to their desire for personal development, meaningful relationships, creativity, ethics, and helping others. They have a strong sense of curiosity and a drive to see and experience new things. They are often compelled to travel, acquire new languages or see new cultures, and investigate new ideas and ideologies. This desire to explore and find helps INFPs in broadening their horizons and deepening their awareness of the world. INFPs are also motivated by a quest for personal authenticity. They have a strong desire to be true to themselves and live according to their own views and ideals. They are often uncomfortable with the concept of living a life that is not honest to who they are, and they're inspired to forge their own unique path and live a meaningful life. INFPs are driven by a desire for independence and freedom. They respect their uniqueness and capacity to think for themselves, and they're driven to pursue a life that enables them to be themselves. They are generally driven to occupations or hobbies that enable them to operate autonomously, and they may suffer in highly controlling or strict organizations. INFPs possess a strong feeling of vision and purpose. They are motivated by a profound awareness of their own strengths and talents, and they want to utilize them to make a good difference in the world. They have a unique perspective on life and think that they can help make the world a better place. INFPs are often driven by a need for simplicity and significance. They love simplicity and are driven to live a life devoid of clutter and distractions. They feel that by simplifying their lives, they would be able to concentrate on what really matters and find purpose in life. Strengths and weaknesses of INFPs. INFPs have a great sense of empathy and the capacity to understand the feelings and viewpoints of others. This makes them exceptional communicators and allows them to form deep bonds with others around them. INFPs are often creative and imaginative, which might contribute to their capacity to see things in new ways. INFPs are also idealistic and value-driven, which may give them a lot of enthusiasm and energy in achieving their goals. There are certain flaws INFPs have. One of them is their inclination to get too focused on their own feelings and opinions, which may lead to trouble making decisions and taking action. They may also get quickly disheartened when confronted with criticism, limiting their capacity to successfully pursue and attain their goals. INFPs may also struggle with having a realistic approach to their problems, which can lead to them being overly focused on their ideals and overlooking the practical considerations that must be made. INFPs may be highly sensitive and easily offended, making it difficult for them to deal with criticism or disagreement, and this can often drive them to retreat from others, limiting their capacity to form and sustain relationships. INFPs are often adaptable and can quickly adapt to new situations and environments. This adaptability makes them outstanding problem solvers and may help them in navigating complicated situations. They often have a strong gut feeling about things and may make judgments based on their intuition rather than logic and reason. This intuition may be a great advantage in a variety of situations, allowing INFPs to make quick and effective judgments. INFPs might struggle with consistency and following through on their promises. They are often sidetracked by fresh and exciting ideas and may find it difficult to remain focused on their goals and tasks. INFPs are also prone to procrastination and may struggle to stay focused and on track. INFPs might struggle with boundaries and find it difficult to say no to others. They may be prone to putting their own needs aside for the benefit of others, which may result in burnout and stress. INFPs are also prone to overthinking and may get unduly engrossed with their ideas and emotions, limiting their capacity to take action and make decisions. Chapter 3. How INFPs relate with people. INFPs are very supportive and caring in their interpersonal relationships. They are often outstanding listeners and are good at making others feel heard and understood. INFPs are non-judgmental and accepting, and they can easily put themselves in the shoes of others to see things from their point of view. Because of their empathic nature, they are able to build strong, meaningful relationships with people, and they are often able to develop deep, lifetime attachments with their loved ones. Regardless, INFPs often have difficulty sustaining good relationships. They have a propensity to prioritize the demands of others above their own, and they may struggle in relationships to enforce their own boundaries and needs. This may make them prone to being used by others. INFPs are very idealistic and often have firmly held ideas about the world and their position in it. They like partners that share their beliefs and are dedicated to make a good difference in the world. If they are in a relationship with someone who does not share their beliefs, they may find it difficult to connect on a deep level and develop a meaningful bond. INFPs are known for their ability to bring warmth, empathy, and compassion to their relationship with others. INFPs are committed to helping others and making the world a better place, whether they are in romantic relationships, friendships, or familial relationships. INFPs are known for their strong individualism and drive for personal development and self-discovery. This might cause problems in their relationships, since they may struggle to balance their personal needs and desires with the requirements of their partner and loved ones. INFPs are often sensitive to criticism and may find it difficult to take constructive feedback, which may be difficult in relationships where open and honest communication is essential. INFPs are also very devoted and dedicated to the individuals they care about. They will go to tremendous lengths to support their partners and loved ones, and they are often prepared to make major sacrifices to preserve the relationships they cherish. INFPs and the people they care about may form strong friendships and deep connections as a result of their unshakable loyalty. INFPs want partners who are gentle, empathetic, and understanding in love relationships. INFPs want partners who are encouraging and supportive and who will help them develop as individuals. INFPs are often incredibly creative and imaginative people who bring this creativity to their relationships. They're always looking for new ways to connect with people and build their relationships. INFPs are known for their deep thoughts and emotions, as well as their introspective demeanor. They often have a rich inner world that they may find difficult to completely convey to others, which may lead to feelings of loneliness in their relationships. INFPs need partners that are empathetic, patient, and ready to listen to their views. INFPs are very attentive and sensitive to the emotions and needs of others around them. They have a natural gift for empathy and understanding, and they can frequently pick up on subtle clues and signals that others overlook. This profound understanding of people is a key advantage in relationships, and it may assist INFPs in developing strong, meaningful bond with others. INFPs are open and honest in their relationships when it comes to communication. They believe in living authentically and being genuine to themselves, and they want their partners to do the same. They may struggle with confrontations or uncomfortable talks, but they are committed to keeping their relationships open and honest. INFPs and romantic relationships. INFPs treat love and romance with the same depth and intensity with which they do everything else in their life. INFPs are idealistic and romantic, and they are constantly on the lookout for that special someone who will understand and cherish their unique talents and ideals. They are aware of their own feelings as well as the emotions of people around them, and they have a strong desire to connect with someone who is similarly empathic and compassionate. When INFPs connect with someone, they are likely to become extremely dedicated and loyal to the relationship. They often see things through the eyes of their partner when others cannot, and they have a strong desire to assist and support their loved ones in any way they can. Because of their empathic nature, they make excellent lovers and friends, and they are often sought after for their generosity, empathy, and emotional intelligence. INFPs are drawn to partners who are emotionally open and expressive, who share their values and ideas, and who are eager to engage in deep and meaningful conversations. They are also attracted to partners who are creative, independent, and impulsive, since these characteristics correspond to their own sense of originality and self-expression. They are more prone to prepare thoughtful gestures and create memorable experiences for their partner than to indulge in huge gestures or showy shows of love. They are also more inclined to display their devotion via words and acts than presence or physical acts of affection. INFPs place a high importance on authenticity and honesty in their relationships, and they are prone to be upset if their partner is not straightforward with their emotions or intentions. They have a strong sense of integrity and are searching for someone who will be honest with them and with the relationship. When they discover someone with whom they connect, they are more likely to become genuinely dedicated and devoted to the relationship, and they will try hard to make it work. INFPs are also known for having a high level of emotional intelligence and the capacity to understand and react to the emotions of others around them. This makes them excellent companions in times of need, and their gentle and supporting character is often sought for. They are also skilled at conveying their own needs and emotions, and they are receptive to having open and honest dialogues with their partners. INFPs might struggle with conflict resolution. They prefer to avoid uncomfortable talks or confrontations because they are conflict averse. They may also struggle with establishing boundaries and may be too accommodating or submissive in the face of their partner's demands or desires. Finding a mate that is actually compatible with INFPs might be a challenge. They want someone who shares their values and ideas, who is emotionally open and expressive, and who is receptive to deep and meaningful conversations. Finding someone who fully matches all of these qualities may be tough for INFPs, and they may struggle with settling for less than what they truly seek in a relationship. Communication style of INFPs. INFPs are terrific listeners, and friends and family often seek them out as a sounding board for their problems. INFPs are frequently introverted when it comes to expressing their own ideas and emotions. They are more inclined to communicate via writing or one-on-one talks than in big groups or in public. This is because INFPs like to analyze their ideas inside before expressing them, and they prefer to speak in a secure and comfortable atmosphere. They are often quite clear about their ideals, and they articulate them with conviction and emotion. This might make them sound preachy or judgmental to others at times, but it is essential to recognize that INFPs are just trying to convey what is important to them and encourage others to live in a genuine and meaningful manner. While INFPs are warm and empathetic communicators, they may get defensive if their ideals or views are questioned. This is due to the fact that INFPs take their principles seriously and are often highly devoted to leading a life that is authentic to who they are. They may get defensive or contentious when their ideals are challenged or questioned, but this is typically a sign of their strong convictions and desire to safeguard what is important to them. INFPs also have a proclivity to use creative words. They have a rich inner world and a creative imagination, which may be shown in their communication style. They may express themselves using metaphors, similes, and other literary methods, and they often talk in a poetic and lyrical manner. How INFPs resolve conflict in relationships. INFPs are known for their sympathetic, idealistic, and empathic temperament, but they also want to avoid confrontation and preserve harmony in their relationships. One of the most difficult aspects of negotiating conflict for INFPs is their reluctance to confrontation and strong desire for peace. INFPs may find it difficult to communicate their thoughts and emotions in a clear and authoritative way, preferring instead to use passive-aggressive methods or avoid confrontation entirely. This might lead the argument to fester and get more serious over time, eventually destroying the relationship. INFPs have an inclination to take things personally. INFPs have a proclivity for internalizing issues and may be severely wounded by perceived criticism or disagreement. This might drive them to react emotionally and make judgments that are not in their best interests. To successfully negotiate conflict in their relationships, INFPs must learn how to communicate their thoughts and ideas in a clear way. This may be accomplished by assertiveness training, communication skill practice, and seeking the assistance of a therapist or counselor. INFPs should learn to differentiate between conflicts worth fighting for and those that aren't. They should prioritize their principles and be prepared to speak up for themselves when required, but they should also be willing to let go of disagreements that do not go in line with their values or endanger the relationship. It is critical for INFPs to engage in self-care and self-reflection. Conflict resolution may be emotionally draining. Thus, INFPs must take care of themselves and process their feelings before participating in conflict resolution. Self-reflection may also assist INFPs in gaining insight into their motives, making it simpler for them to negotiate disputes more effectively. INFPs need to be able to communicate effectively in order to navigate conflict in their relationships. INFPs should be open and honest in their relationships about their emotions and needs, and they should also make an effort to listen to people's opinions. This may help to prevent misunderstandings and give both parties the feeling that they have been heard and understood. INFPs may benefit from setting boundaries and establishing clear expectations in their relationships. This will help to avoid disputes in the first place and give a framework for resolving them when they do emerge. INFPs place a high value on intuition, which may lead to misunderstandings and disagreements in their relationships. INFPs should make an effort to understand their intuition and how it shapes their perceptions and behaviors in order to prevent these conflicts. They should also be receptive to criticism from people and ready to change their habits as needed. INFPs are emotional people, which might make dispute resolution more difficult at times. INFPs can utilize their emotions to enhance communication and understanding in their relationships by employing their emotional intelligence and being attentive of their own emotions. INFPs, for example, may utilize empathy to understand people's points of view and emotional intelligence to manage their own emotions and prevent knee-jerk responses during confrontations. Chapter 4. Career for INFPs. Here we will look at 25 career pathways that are suitable for INFPs based on their personality traits. INFPs are usually talented writers with a knack for words and a vivid imagination. Whether they create fiction, poetry, or nonfiction, their need to express themselves via writing may lead to a rewarding profession. INFPs often have a love for beauty and creativity, which makes jobs in the arts, such as painting, sculpting, or graphic design, a perfect match for them. INFPs are recognized for their empathy and desire to assist others, which makes employment in counseling and therapy perfect for them. INFPs have a great desire to make a positive change in the world, and teaching allows them to mold the brains of future generations. They may motivate and encourage kids to maximize their potential. Nonprofit or humanitarian work. INFPs are driven by their principles and a desire to make a difference in the world. Careers in nonprofit organizations or humanitarian work may allow them to make a difference while also fulfilling their sense of purpose. Musician. They can utilize their musical abilities to provide pleasure and inspiration to others, whether they play, write, or teach music. INFPs are empathic and caring persons who are driven by a desire to serve others. Social work careers will enable them to make a difference in the lives of individuals and communities. INFPs have a deep connection to nature and a strong desire to safeguard the environment. Environmental science or advocacy careers may help them make a difference and safeguard the earth for future generations. Librarian. Because INFPs like reading and learning, professions in library science are suitable for them. They might utilize their organizational abilities and enthusiasm for learning to assist others in gaining access to the knowledge they need. INFPs are often very spiritual folks who are driven by their principles and a desire to serve others. Careers as religious or spiritual leaders may allow them to make a good difference in the lives of others while also fulfilling their sense of purpose. Human resources. Human resource careers may enable them to have a good influence on the workplace by establishing a friendly and inclusive work environment. Interior designer. Because INFPs value beauty and creativity, professions in interior design are a perfect match. They can convert areas into attractive and practical settings by using their creativity and attention to detail. Event planner. INFPs are creative and organized people who like bringing people together. Careers in event planning may allow them to organize and execute events that offer them delight. Psychologist. Because INFPs understand human emotions and motives so well, jobs in psychology are a natural match. They may utilize their empathy and analytical abilities to assist others in understanding and improving their emotional well-being. Journalist. INFPs like writing and want to make a good difference in the world. Journalism careers may provide them the chance to report on critical situations and draw attention to vital causes. INFPs are creative and imaginative persons who are driven by a desire to offer beauty and inspiration to the world. Creative direction careers enable people to lead teams of artists and designers in the creation of remarkable and significant works of art. INFPs are empathic and caring people who are driven by the desire to help others realize their greatest potential. Coaching or mentoring careers might give them with the chance to inspire and encourage others to achievement. Film or video editor. INFPs are imaginative and creative people who love to make stories. Careers in film or video editing may provide them the opportunity to bring stories to life and have a good influence on others. Marketing or advertising. Marketing and advertising careers might enable them to create campaigns and messages that inspire and engage others. Chef. INFPs frequently have a love of food and a desire to make others happy via their cuisine. Chef careers might allow them to prepare delectable dishes and bring people together. Entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship careers may enable them to transform their ideas into profitable enterprises and make a difference in the world. Volunteer coordinator. INFPs are caring and empathic people who are driven by a desire to serve others. Volunteer coordinator jobs enable them to bring people together to support important causes and make a difference in the world. INFPs are unique individuals who are driven by their principles and a desire to make a good difference in the world. The occupations described above are just a few of the numerous alternatives accessible to INFPs. The greatest professional path for an INFP is one that resonates with their beliefs, enables them to express their creativity and empathy, and offers a feeling of purpose and satisfaction. Work and personal life balance for INFPs. Balancing work and personal life is a difficult task for many individuals, regardless of personality type. However, Because of your traits as an INFP, you may face special obstacles in this area. INFPs are motivated by their beliefs and a desire to make a good difference in the world. This implies that you may find yourself prioritizing your professional or personal life, depending on which area you believe is most aligned with your beliefs at the time. This may be both a strength and a weakness, since it helps you to concentrate completely on what is essential to you, but it can also lead to disregarding other elements of your life that are equally important. Setting clear boundaries between work and personal life is one technique for managing the two. This might include setting fixed work hours and devoting time outside of those hours to personal hobbies. It may also imply restricting how much work intrudes on personal time, such as avoiding reading business emails in the nights or on weekends. Setting these limits will guarantee that you make time for the things that are most important to you. Prioritizing self-care is another way INFPs may reconcile work and personal life. Exercise, meditation, and hobbies are examples of activities that improve physical, mental, and emotional well-being. You can maintain a good balance between work and personal life by taking care of yourself and avoiding getting overwhelmed by work. INFPs must also be adaptable in their approach to combining work and personal life. This means accepting that there will be times when one area takes priority over another. For example, there may be instances when job obligations need additional concentration, or when personal situations necessitate greater attention. Being open to and adjusting to these swings may help you maintain long-term equilibrium. INFPs should seek out supportive relationships both at work and in their personal lives. Having a network of friends, family, and coworkers that understand and support your goals will help you navigate the problems of combining work and personal life. Techniques to better balance your professional and personal life. Time management. INFPs can benefit from learning excellent time management skills in order to properly balance their job and personal lives. This might include developing a timetable or to-do list that contains both professional and personal tasks, and then prioritizing those tasks depending on their relevance. Mindfulness practice may assist INFPs to be present and focused at work and in their personal lives. This might include basic activities like deep breathing, meditation, or just pausing to think during the day. Pursuing passions. INFPs are often motivated by their interests and passions, which may be a tremendous source of balance and satisfaction in their daily lives. INFPs may discover a sense of purpose and meaning outside of work by devoting time to pursue their hobbies, which can help them maintain balance and prevent burnout. If feasible, INFPs should look for a job that prioritizes work-life balance. This might imply looking for a firm that provides flexible scheduling, telecommuting opportunities, or other advantages that promote a good work-life balance. How INFPs can overcome workplace challenges. Finding a job that matches with their beliefs and enables them to utilize their talents is one of the most difficult issues for INFPs in the workplace. Because they want a more flexible and creative work environment, they may feel suffocated in positions that involve a lot of regularity and rigidity. Since they are sensitive and take things personally, INFPs may struggle with disagreement and criticism at work. They may also struggle to define and achieve clear objectives since they often emphasize people and relationships above work and goals. To overcome these obstacles, INFPs should concentrate on finding a career that resonates with their beliefs and enables them to use their talents. They may also concentrate on improving their organizing abilities, which will assist them in setting and achieving goals. They can also learn to communicate more effectively, especially when it comes to feedback and criticism, as well as focus on having thicker skin to reduce the impact of negativity in the job. INFPs should also seek out helpful coworkers and mentors who can guide them through the job and provide advice when required. They may also take advantage of chances to acquire new skills, such as conflict resolution, collaboration, and project management, to assist them handle job challenges. INFPs may also concentrate on honing their skills and finding ways to use their creativity and empathy at work. They may, for example, utilize their good interpersonal skills to develop strong ties with colleagues and clients, and they can use their creativity to come up with fresh and unique problem-solving ideas. INFPs, being empathic people, may take on too much work or get unduly concerned in the issues of others. This might result in burnout and make it difficult for them to concentrate on their own work and obligations. INFPs may avoid being overwhelmed and keep their attention and productivity in the job by establishing boundaries and learning to say no when required. INFPs might also benefit from establishing a support network outside of the workplace. Having a network of friends, relatives, or a mentor who knows their specific problems and can provide support and assistance may be quite beneficial. They can also join professional groups or attend events and seminars in their industry, which can give them networking and learning opportunities. How INFPs can use their strengths for professional success. INFPs' values-driven approach to life is one of their most noteworthy characteristics. They have a strong sense of right and wrong and are driven by the desire to make a good difference in the world. This is particularly useful in occupations that enable individuals to work for a cause or organization that shares their beliefs. An INFP, for example, may find satisfaction working in a nonprofit or advocacy organization, where they may put their passion for social justice to good use. INFPs are also known for their empathy. They have a natural capacity to comprehend and connect with others, which may be very important in jobs that need interaction with others. An INFP, for example, may flourish in counseling or coaching jobs, where they may utilize their empathy to assist and guide others. INFPs are also noted for their ability to solve problems creatively. They have a distinct point of view and may see answers that others may not. This may be a great advantage in occupations that require the development of fresh ideas and the discovery of new solutions to challenging issues. An INFP, for example, may flourish in a creative profession such as writing, design, or marketing, where they may utilize their imagination to produce new and interesting initiatives. INFPs are known for their flexibility and adaptability. They can easily adapt to different settings and places and may add a new viewpoint to a team or project. This is particularly useful in occupations that deals with lots of change and innovation, such as startups or technology firms. INFPs have a great sense of self-awareness and are very intuitive. This enables them to comprehend their own strengths and shortcomings, as well as the motives and needs of others around them. This may be very beneficial in developing strong connections and cooperating with others, both of which are necessary for success in any field. INFPs should look for jobs that connect with their ideals and enable them to utilize their talents. They could also benefit from selecting a job that encourages creativity, flexibility, and teamwork. They can flourish in such an atmosphere and utilize their particular abilities to make a good difference in the world. INFPs should also continue to expand their skills. While they may have innate abilities and strengths, it is critical to grow and sharpen them. This may be accomplished via formal schooling, training programs, or on-the-job training. INFPs may also benefit from seeking out mentors or coaches to give direction and support as they go through their professions. Having someone with knowledge and skill in a specific profession may be quite beneficial in assisting INFPs to attain their full potential. INFPs must take care of their mental and emotional well-being in addition to personal growth. Career success is about finding balance and enjoyment in all parts of life, not just professional work. This includes scheduling time for self-care and engaging in things that offer you pleasure and satisfaction. Chapter 5. INFP Parenting Style. INFP parenting is distinguished by attributes such as warmth, friendliness, and a great desire to provide a pleasant and loving environment for their children. INFPs are known for their intuition and sensitivity, which frequently shape their parenting style. They are inherently empathetic and understanding, which allows them to bond well emotionally with their children. INFPs value their children's uniqueness and self-expression, supporting them to pursue their hobbies and aspirations. They are often helpful and patient, allowing their children to explore and find their hobbies. They also teach their children to think for themselves and make choices based on their own values and views. One of the most important features of INFP parenting is their dedication to developing good relationships with their children. They make an effort to spend quality time with their children, participating in activities and discussions that demonstrate to them that they are concerned about their children's well-being. This contributes to the establishment of trust and a feeling of security in the relationship, which may have a significant influence on a child's development. They may struggle to establish boundaries and enforce regulations since their desire to be understanding and empathetic might lead them to be excessively indulgent. This may cause difficulty for their children, who may be unsure of what is expected of them. INFPs might become too engaged in their children's life, leading to codependency and a lack of independence in the child. While INFPs have a natural proclivity towards certain parenting methods and inclinations, each person is unique, and their parenting approach will be impacted by a range of things such as personal experience, cultural background, and life circumstances. Also, INFPs, like all people, may change and evolve through time as they gain new experiences and insights. INFP parents prefer positive reinforcement and a compassionate approach to discipline over punishment or harsh consequences. They believe in building healthy ties with their children and think that punishment may sever such bonds. They acknowledge, however, the need of establishing limits and boundaries in order to help their children grow and acquire good habits and behaviors. INFP may utilize creative and imaginative ways, such as role-playing or storytelling, to teach their children lessons. INFPs may favor a more holistic and child-centered approach to education, prioritizing creative expression, hands-on experiences, and self-directed learning. They believe in encouraging their children to pursue their hobbies and passions, and they may advocate for alternative educational options such as homeschooling. They also emphasize emotional intelligence and empathy in their children, teaching them the value of understanding and caring for others. INFP parents often have strong moral and ethical ideals, which they may transmit on to their children. They may urge their children to participate in community service or activism by emphasizing the significance of social justice and treating people with respect and compassion. INFPs are empathic by nature, which helps them to understand their children's emotions and needs. This may make children feel seen and heard, as well as create trust and security in the relationship. INFP parents are also known for their patience and understanding, which may help them deal with challenging circumstances with their children in a caring and calm way. Chapter 6. How INFPs deal with stress. Because of their sensitive nature, they might quickly get overwhelmed by stress and feel depleted. So, how do INFPs deal with stress? INFPs often withdraw into their inner world for comfort and support. They may spend time alone, engaging in hobbies that enable them to express themselves, such as writing, drawing, or playing music. This introspection helps them to analyze their thoughts and emotions while also gaining insight into the root of their stress. INFPs seek for help from close friends and loved ones. They respect strong bonds and relationships, as well as the comfort and understanding of people they trust. Sharing their worry with someone they trust might help reduce some of their anxiety and offer them with a fresh perspective on the problem. INFPs often seek relief in artistic expression. Expressing oneself artistically, whether via writing, painting, music, or another media, may offer them with a healthy outlet for their feelings. This may assist them in dealing with stress and finding meaning in their suffering. INFPs may resort to spirituality or philosophical beliefs. They often have a strong inner sense of purpose and may look to their beliefs for assistance in finding a way ahead. This might provide them with the comfort and inspiration they need to deal with their stress and achieve calm. It is crucial to note, however, that although these coping methods may work for some INFPs, they may not work for everyone. Every person is different and may have various ways of dealing with stress. INFPs must be aware of their particular stress triggers and experiment with various tactics to see what works best for them. Learning to create appropriate boundaries is another component of stress management for INFPs. INFPs, being empathic people, may have a propensity to take on too much, whether it's professional obligations or other people's emotional needs. This might result in burnout and an increase in stress levels. INFPs can prevent feeling overwhelmed and preserve their mental and emotional well-being by learning to set boundaries and prioritize their own needs. INFPs must practice self-care and prioritize their own mental and physical well-being. This may include things like exercise, spending time in nature, and taking pauses to refuel. Self-care may help INFPs remain grounded and better able to deal with stress. INFPs must remember that stress is a natural part of life and that it is okay to feel stressed. INFPs must acknowledge the influence that stress may have on their physical health. Chronic stress may cause a number of health issues, including headaches, exhaustion, and sleep disturbances. It is also critical for INFPs to understand how their environment affects their stress levels. A busy, loud, or fast-paced setting might raise their stress levels and make stress management more challenging. INFPs can minimize stress and enhance their general well-being by establishing a serene and supportive work environment. Reduced noise and distractions are one method to create a serene workplace. This might involve shutting off phone alerts, wearing noise-canceling headphones, or designating a quiet spot in their home or office. Spending time outside in nature may assist INFPs relieve stress and enhance their general well-being. Connecting with nature, whether via a stroll in the park, gardening, or just sitting outdoors, may provide them with a feeling of calm and tranquility. INFPs will benefit from mindfulness and being present in the moment as well. INFPs may minimize stress and enhance their general well-being by concentrating on the present moment and letting go of fears about the future or regrets about the past. Meditation, yoga, and deep breathing techniques are examples of such practices that may help.